Welcome, class. It's been fun getting to know you. I haven't responded to everyone's introductions. I haven't gotten to all of them, but I've responded to many, and I've read a lot of them. And it's been really fun seeing you guys and the connections you guys have already made, and so that's been a lot of fun. Today, the purpose of this video is really to help you get through our second week. Right now, I'm on the announcement page, the first page that you come to. Make sure you look at those announcements often, and hopefully you're getting emails and have it set up that you're getting an email that there is an announcement. So as a student, again, what I would do is go to this content page to get to the next week's work and assignments. There have been some questions about the difference between what you see as you hit that content page and what you might see in other classes. Some of you have been asking or seeing or wondering about, I guess, how you can see what's coming up. And so in this content, the menu is on this left-hand side. And if you want to know what's coming up and what's due, click on this course schedule. You can have you can click on this upcoming, menu, and it'll just have that which is upcoming in the next 7 days. And you can kind of just go with it that way. Or you can click on this full schedule, which will take a little bit, but this kind of has what's coming up every day. And so this will be for the whole year, and if you go just to the upcoming page, it'll have just within the next 7 days. So hopefully that helps and answers some of that question. But again, that's on this left-hand side of content, the course schedule. If you want to see everything that's due for the whole year, go ahead and hit that course schedule. But we've already gone through this course introduction. Sorry, my page is going slow because my internet's a little slow. We've already kind of went through that introduction, and make sure that you go and get those finished before Tuesday. All the assignments in the course introduction will be due Tuesday. As a student, then the next lesson begins January 5th. And I'll show you something on this little calendar here. So lesson 02 began on January 5th, where you could go in and see it all and start those assignments. And then some of the assignments for lesson 02 will be due on the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So lesson 02 begins on a Thursday, and then the following week, the first assignment's due. Thursday, the second assignment is due, and then Saturday, all of your assignments will be due. As you can see here, lesson 03 begins January 12th, which is the next Thursday. And then we'll just keep following that pattern. The lesson will start on a Thursday, and the assignments will be due Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I hope that makes sense. You'll get used to it, and just kind of look at these dates and of where it begins. And it'll always be a Thursday where it begins, and any assignments through that lesson will be due on a Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Saturday night, and that will be Mountain Standard Time. So hopefully that's a little bit of a clarification. But as a student, I would just click on this lesson 02, L02, Article 1. Go ahead and view this overview of what we'll be doing. And as a student, I would just, if I have any questions or conversations, I can go that way. Or into this and click there. But I would just go to this lesson 02, and this will be the content for everything for lesson 02. Every lesson will have one or two articles of faith. So this week's work will be focusing on the first article of faith. This lesson truce are the whys, and what we really kind of principles of what we want you to see and notice and make connections with. And so it's really important to just look at these lesson truths. Now you'll notice here lesson truths from study assignment 1, the Godhead, and study assignment 2, our relationship to deity. And I'll show you down here in just a moment why it's divided into study assignment 1 and study assignment 2. But these lesson truths are what we want you to know and understand, and are the reasons of what you'll be reading. There's this learning focus goal, and you can read through that, and it's important that you do, but the goal and the focus for this week is to expand your restoration perspective. Now, I mentioned before it had the lesson truths, and they're divided into study assignment 1 and a study assignment 2. With each of these, it tells you about how long it'll take to read, but as a student, just click here, and you have your required readings. Go ahead, you can click on there, you can use your paper scriptures, your electronic scriptures, but there is that link that you can use. You will be, required to read those, and you will be asked if you read the key preparation materials in your weekly report. So this study assignment 1 would fulfill that. So if you read all these, you would click, yes, I read all the key preparation materials 1. There's also the supplemental readings, again, not required to read, but amazingly, these are really awesome talks and different things that you can see. I encourage you to read those. We're going to go from study assignment 1, and we're not going to click on study assignment 2 yet. We're just going to go to due date activities. So the activities are things you will do with your study assignments. You'll study, and I'll just read this instruction so you're well aware. This says, share insights on the discussion board, your initial thoughts. It says, study the key preparation materials above for study assignment 1, looking for connections, patterns, and themes. Pray for new insights. Think about how the preparation materials testify of truths connected with the first article of faith. Then, with a few of your classmates, share something you've learned. And you'll discuss something about A, an explanation of key events in scriptures, B, something of personal importance, or C, a message to share with the world. And you can click on this link and it'll show you your Sharing Insights discussion board instructions. So these would be just the instructions, and I would look at these for the first couple, 2 or 3 weeks while we do these discussion boards. After then, you'll have a good idea of what you need to do. But you can read those instructions, your expectations. Read these steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're like, okay, that's a lot of steps. This will take you through the whole week. But we'll go back. Those are, again, just the instructions. But let's go back to sharing your insights. So after you've read, you're going to click here to share your insights. It'll load up, and each one of you are put in a group, and I don't think you'll see every group, you'll just see your group. So my guess is you'll click on, or you'll only be able to see set 01 group 1. You'll click on that to see the group. No one started or put anything in, but I believe that in order to see anybody else's post, you'll need to start a new thread. I don't know about that for sure, but that's the assignment, is start a new thread. You'll start a new thread by clicking that. You'll add a subject. What I would do is study assignment 1 or article of faith 1, post 1. And then you'll answer those questions. What connections, patterns, and themes? How does it tie to the first article of faith? I know last semester, well, I'll just say this. Make sure your first initial post is 200 words or more. That might change throughout, but for the first initial post, please do 200 words or more. After you're done posting and sharing what you learned or something that's a personal experience or relevance or a message to the world, you'll go ahead and click that post. After you've posted it, that's your assignment for the beginning of the discussion boards. That is due Tuesday, January 10th, 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And you can see here to be able to use that link to calculate the difference between the mountain time and your current time zone. Okay. Then sometime after that, you'll want to go to study assignment 2. And you'll follow the same pattern. You'll read the required readings. You're welcome to read those supplemental readings. Again, they are really good. And when you're done, you're going to do your second due date activities. You'll click on this. What you're going to want to do here is expand and deepen your thoughts after you've read the first study assignment and you read these second study assignments. Look for something that expands your conversation, your thoughts that you recorded earlier in the first discussion board. What you can do for this is you can either go here to rejoin the conversation. You can either start a new thread, or you can look at other people's comments in your group and threads in your group and add something to what they shared, or make even more connections to a way to kind of expand your thoughts and things, okay? So for the due date activities 3, you'll do a little wrap up, right? You'll add something relevant from somebody's group conversations. So you'll just click here and revisit that board. You will, and these are due Saturday, January 14th. You can click, or the next assignment is this summary paper, okay? You'll click on this to see the summary, blank copy of the summary paper form, and here's the instructions. And there'll be 4 sections in the instructions that you'll fill out. Then you can click on this link to upload your finished document. Then there'll be instructions on your synthesis project. So this is that project that is due at the end of the year. This week you don't have to worry anything about that because, as it says there, I will be assigning you to a team depending on the world issue that you express interest in. Now last, end of week reporting. Make sure you start this Google Drive binder. Click here for the instructions. And it will help you know what to submit for your binder. Now, the important thing for the binder is that there'll be, well, you can see there it's due at the midterm. They'll be due at the end of the year. So it'll only be turned in twice, but make sure you keep up with it. And also, the weekly report instructions, click on here to submit your report. It just kind of talks about what you did throughout the week, and but please, please, please make sure to do that. If you do not do that, man, it can take you, I've said that before, it can take you from what you should get as an A to a C or a D just by not doing those weekly reports. So the purpose of this, again, was to kind of just walk through this week and help you navigate yourself through this content, and really you deserve an A, and you can easily get an A in this class as you just go through this and just follow the instructions, and really that's it. Follow those instructions, do your reading, do your discussion boards correctly, and just kind of go through these with the dates and make sure you turn those in. Yeah, really, you get your work done, and you should be able to receive the A that you deserve. Thank you, and have a wonderful week.